you know, there's the police need to ask questions and stuff. Somebody needs to be there, so I called her. And of course, it's fine, and 2 minutes later, that went over the phone. But she had to know.
And I just hit the floor. I couldn't stand up, couldn't do anything, couldn't talk, just shocked.
Did you have any idea what happened?
None. I got to the scene first, because I lived closest to her, like a scene out of a movie. So there was tape that had everything taped off. There were cops with dogs, and they were searching the garbage can. They had cops on golf carts, and they were searching all around the crime scene. I just ran towards the cops and started yelling, Shelly, Shelly.
They wouldn't let her in, of course, but they had questions.
I just wanted to know, like, if I knew her boyfriend, and if I knew her roommate, and who could have done something like this to her.
Meanwhile, you're flying down the highway as fast as you can go.
Yeah. We were trying to get back. So we were still trying to put it together in our mind what happened. Who took our little girl from us? And at that time, you're so tore up that you don't know what to do.
What happened to this talented, modest, innocent young woman would be all too obvious very soon. But as for who did it and why, for the case to have the twists and turns that this one did was something that I wouldn't have dreamed in 100 years. And I'm pleased. I've seen a lot of things, no kidding, but not like this.
Coming up, could the smallest of clues lead to the biggest of breaks?
A little bitty tiny sliver of plastic about this long.
When Dick
Secrets uncovered by today.
She just never got in any trouble at all. So that's what makes this so much harder. Because nothing like this should have ever happened to her, you know.
Especially for her.
Especially her.
What was done to Shelley now, just 20 years old, was vicious and ugly. That it was murder was all too obvious. The girl had been attacked as she lay, probably asleep in bed. Her killer stabbed her again, and again. Over 40 times. In the back. She was stabbed in her back. She was stabbed in her neck, behind her head. I mean, this was brutal and this was savage. Overkill. The detective Paul Elgin. As will be clearly apparent, Detective Elgin has deep roots in old-fashioned police work, starting as a kid. Spent 36 years with the Dallas PD. That's over now. He's retired from the force. But he cannot get over the sight that greeted him in Shelley Nance's bedroom. This was tragic. This was horrific. That sight sticks with us. Yes. Very much so. Murder, as Detective Elgin used from long experience, takes something from the investigators, too. Makes them hard sometimes. But when he learned about the victim, about her decent family, her quiet, modest life, her innocence, the murder of Shelley Nance hit him personally. I mean, that was doing nothing wrong. She was not in the wrong place at the wrong time. She was not associated with somebody that she shouldn't have been associated with. The stars lined up just right that somebody, an animal, decided to take her life. Sounds like they got here at this one. Well, you know, I've got 2 daughters, and yeah, it's hard. Shelley died here in the Falls, a large housing complex where the Art Institute arranged for some of its students to live. Seemed like a perfectly reasonable place. Looked quite safe. When we stopped by to take some pictures one sunny afternoon. But I wouldn't let my daughter live there. Absolutely not. Dallas, like any big American city, suffers from its share of crime. And the Falls, you go there during the daytime, it looks very nice, but at nighttime, totally different story. You know, some 20-year-old girl out on the street in that neighborhood at night, you'd worry about it. No way would I let my daughter walk that neighborhood at night. No way. The Nances didn't know any better. Little Italy, after all, presents few of the issues a person can encounter in the middle of a place like Dallas. Anyway, on that September day, when Detective Elsie arrived at the falls, he had no idea what sort of scene was confronting there. All he knew was that a female had been murdered. I'm ready to go different directions, and I have to make some assessments. When I walk in that door and I make a left-hand turn and I see that girl there, then I can eliminate things relatively quickly. She still had her panties on, which generally means no sexual. Exactly right. It relieves the sexual assault part of it. She has a t-shirt on, so I'm not thinking that it's a rape. I'm not thinking that. And when I see the stab wounds in the back, then I start thinking personal. This is probably going to be somebody that she knew. I checked the windows. I checked the door. You want to look for forced entry. I didn't see evidence of that. So, somebody she knew. And from the looks of it, the wild, repeated, ferocious stabbing. Somebody consumed by an uncontrollable rage. But aside from all the blood, they found no useful fingerprints. And eventually no DNA to help them either. Whoever did this had managed to erase any sign of who he or she was. Except there was one tiny bit. Well, was it evidence? What was it? They found it under Shelley's left wrist. A little bitty tiny sliver of plastic about this long and probably a quarter of an inch in width. Any idea what it was when you found it? It wasn't confirmed until after the completion of the autopsy of what the material actually was, and it was latex. Latex is kind of material that pathologists will be rather familiar with doing his autopsy. It appeared to be a fragment of a disposable glove. Of course, they tested it to be sure it did not come from the medical examiner or any of the officers of the crime scene, and it did not. Must have been left by the otherwise careful killer. But who would want to hurt her? And so horribly. The first person Detective Elsie talked to was Shelley's roommate, Ashley Olvera, who found Shelley dead in her own bed. That's how Ashley became possible suspect number one. She wasn't sexually assaulted, Shelley. That was my initial opinion. It was later confirmed. Yeah. Why couldn't a woman